afternoon for the last fake news of 2024, and what a year it's been. But we're going to end it, I think, with this episode, and it's going to be it's been an interesting development in the great flat Earth debate. And yeah, you might have heard of the final experiment. This guy Will Duffy that organised this trip to Antarctica with globe influences and flat Earth influences, and the idea was to go there and see if they could see a 24-hour sun during summer. Because apparently, fucking the flat Earth people say that there's no such thing as a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, and the globe people say there is, and apparently that's going to decide the whole thing, which I think is bullshit. But anyway, so I'm going to actually admit I was wrong here, because I actually thought that this was a scam, or this was set up by globe people, and it probably was, and the actual flat Earthers that went were fakes, but be that as it may, this has actually got a result, which I found very unexpected. They've actually proved that the Earth wasn't a globe, but without even trying. I don't even think they've realised they've done that now. But yeah, that's what this episode's about. Actually, how the final experiment proved the Earth is not a globe. Yeah! This is a 24-hour time-lapse video of the sun on the horizon just circling around them, which I don't even understand how they could actually attribute that to being a globe proof. Because, yeah, as we said, if they're at the top of the Earth and it's facing the sun would be like just above them. It wouldn't be down low on the horizon doing a gigantic circle. If anything, it kind of supports the flat Earth map. The crazy thing is this double sun thing. I actually claim straight away that because China and that have been working on an artificial sun, or actually the 7 countries, the major powers in the world, have been working on a fusion reactor, but they call it an artificial sun, to get energy and shit like that. But yeah, that's 7 countries for 60 years, including Russia and China and America. So are they really enemies, or are they really just colluding to control the people? But anyway, that thing, China's delivered the last part. So I saw an article for their reactor pretty much the same time this final experiment came around. And yeah, and I also did a little bit of digging and found that the temperatures in Antarctica have risen this year by 18 degrees. Like there's some sort of new heat source down there. And then I look around a bit more and I find all these videos about like a second Antarctic sun, which has apparently just sort of arrived. And I'm thinking, this is just speculation, I'm not saying this is a thing, but I am thinking they may have actually created an artificial sun in Antarctica, and that could be why the final experiment went there in the first place. But that's just all speculation. Good speculation, but still, it's not. I can't call it factual, but it probably is. So to prove the legitimacy of this experiment, they live streamed a few times down there, and so people could actually comment while they were live, and they could answer the questions, which would prove that they're there now and it's not pre-recorded. And also that they could compare the times. So they did a live stream at midnight saying that here's the sun, it's out, it's daytime pretty much. And but one person, this is what got me sort of thinking. One person actually sort of messaged them and said, because apparently where they are on Union Glacier is the same time zone as Brazil. And a person was actually clever enough to say, you know what? You're saying it's midnight there, but it's actually it's not midnight in Brazil. So how does that work? And then they've actually mentioned, but there's actually a time zone difference, and Antarctica has 10 different time zones, which I never knew.
Duffy went live claiming to be midnight when in fact it was 9 p.m. at Union Glacier. Uh-oh. The guys forgot that Brazil is just a few hours behind, and we can tell when it's midnight at Union Glacier or not. Uh-oh. Fake Flip went live when it was the real midnight at Union Glacier, 3 hours after Duffy claimed to be midnight at Union Glacier. So, everybody, should we be trusting what's going on at TFE?
So in case you're unaware, the flat earthers think that Antarctica is an ice wall that surrounds the whole Earth and keeps all the oceans in, and then the ice just goes on, and then other people have speculated that there is actually other land and shit, and even other civilizations beyond that. But that's all, like I said, speculation. But anyway, so the flat earthers think it's an ice wall, and the globers think it's just it's a continent at the bottom of the world. Okay. So in the globe model, the Antarctica is not very large. It's actually the 5th largest continent. So and I think since Australia got declassified to an island, there's only 6 continents now. So there's only one that's actually fucking smaller than Antarctica. So it's actually, as far as land masses go, it's pretty tiny.
Physics of the universe, integrated with physics that created our body and keep it alive. So Isaac Newton's gravity force can be described as a force of electromagnetic.
So anyways, while I was fact-checking this time zone thing, I've actually noticed there are, the 10 different time zones across Antarctica, they span like 13 hours. So there's 13 hours of difference between the eastmost time zone and the westmost time zone. So if you're flying a plane over, 13 hours, okay? So if you think about that, let's look at the sun and how that moves. The sun moves 15 degrees every hour, and that works out to be at the equator anyway, 1,000 miles per hour, okay? That's all a debatable thing, whether the Earth's fucking... The globe guys think the Earth spins faster at the equator and slower at the poles, and I disagree with that, and I was right, it seems. Okay, so if the sun is moving 15 degrees or 1,000 miles per hour every hour, and it's over Antarctica for 13 hours, that would make Antarctica 13,000 miles. Okay, 13,000 miles, not like the 3,000 miles they claim. It's 13,000. That's massive. Okay. That's 13,000 miles from like east to west, by the way, and that's that would make it the largest landmass on the planet. Well, that would mean that actually all the other land masses could fit inside of it, and that just is not the way it's represented on a globe at all. So, right there, that's wrong. And people might say, I've heard this actually argued before, that when you take a globe map and put it onto a flat map projection, then basically everything's going to distort and it's not going to be a realistic thing. But that doesn't count when you're actually using the sun. And we're talking about the sun moving. It's no distortion on the map. This is how long it takes for the sun to go a certain distance. So the next arguing point from that was that because the sun is at the poles, or the 80 degrees latitude line, that basically it's not travelling at 1,000 miles per hour. It's actually only travelling around, what do they say, about 128 miles or something like that. But that's not the case, because they actually documented, they showed a panoramic view over 24 hours of the sun not setting. It followed for 24 hours. So at 24 hours, it took the sun to do one rotation at the top of the poles, and it was low on the horizon. So if what they say is true, and the Earth doesn't actually fucking rotate as fast, actually they say at the very top of the pole there is no rotation at all. So that's pretty stupid. Anyway, so where they were, if that was true on a globe, they would see the sun high in the sky and would only do really slow little circles and look like it's almost not moving, because that's what it would be if you look at the top of the Earth, and the top of the Earth is pointing at the sun. But that's not what they see. They see low in the horizon, taking 24 hours to do one complete rotation. So right there, bang, gone. That's not a globe. I don't think these idiots even realise it yet. They will after this video is made, though. So please help us go viral, because we need to put an end to this debate, because it's ridiculous. It really is. As you can see, this story's even been picked up by the mainstream news, and look at this for an example of how they distort the facts. And they get nothing about this right. They just want to use it as an opportunity to fucking to support the narrative, and that's what the media does. So yeah, Listen to this bull of shit.
You go to prove a point. Well, an internet-famous flat earther has gone all the way to Antarctica to put his theory to the test, only to be proven wrong. During the summer, the South Pole experiences 24 hours of sun. Gerard Campanella, who runs a popular flat earth YouTube show, hoped the $35,000 trip would disprove that. Instead, he saw firsthand that the sun does not set during this time, debunking the theory that Antarctica is just a big ice ball circling the planet.
Abrupt time zone issue, which got me down my path of looking, the times between the time zones, and 13 hours, undisputed. Here's the proof of that on the World Clock site. Things are never as straightforward as they appear to be. So all you globe guys are getting so excited because you finally have something that proves that you live on a globe. I wouldn't get excited yet. There's always much more behind the scenes and that. And to all the people on my friends list that know me, I think this is going to be an opportunity to just start tagging me and stuff and saying, ha ha ha, you were wrong about that. Well, you know what? Try it and see what happens, because I'm going to smash you. I have this video already just for that purpose. And try it. I dare you. Come on, bring it on. Let's just go on out on a happy note that we don't live on a globe. The final experiment has actually proved that without knowing it. So thank you, Will Duffy. Thank you, Jiren, you shill. Witsit, I'm not actually too sure about you, but yeah. Anyways, this has been a good thing. This has been the fake news with G-Luv, the last one for 2024. Let's hope that the first one I do for 2025 is not about a fake alien invasion. Anyway, peace out, yo homies.